What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are at venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. This was the scene a moment ago as the Bears emerged from their tunnel. Ready for football are they, and ready for football are we, as the Bears get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
Hey, so what you say, bro? Oh, yeah.
From the 30 on second down, Cousins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And a return across midfield.
Try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they? DB gets beat, wipe it away, quarterback throws a pick, has to do the same thing.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. They'll run on second down with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They go play action. Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he is all the way up past the 25. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's second down now. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. To throw is Cousins. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards, first down, Vikings. On play action, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Cousins gives way to Cook. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the the shotgun. It's Cousins. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that will be incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A big kick that time, 52 yards. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
From the 24, Trubisky. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
54, right there, 54, Mike. Let's go.
Now on 2nd and 13, Trubisky. And some room to maneuver. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. Eddie Jackson with a tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Cousins to throw it. And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Bro, I'm about to score now, bro.
So now after the sack, Cousins and the Vikings come up here 3rd and long.
I know, easy.
3rd and long for Cousins. They'll let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Prince Amukamara. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, Brandon, there's no question who they're going to look to on 3rd and long, but you can bet this defense knows that as well, so they're getting blanketed downfield. And this ball winds up being intercepted.
Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Now Trubisky. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
I'm going to say short every time.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. Finding Gabriel complete. 16 yards is the pickup there on a first down for Chicago. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. The tackle made there by Linval Joseph.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping Those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
I don't think you got it, son.
From the 35 on second down, Trubisky, and an alley to run. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain. The last drive, remember, similar situation. He forced the ball in the coverage through the pick. He learned better there.
Yeah, similar to a golfer that's confronted with a shot that you just can't make. Sometimes you have to take your medicine, as they say, right? Just pull it down, take off, and go. Don't make something worse than what it was.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about it.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now it's Trubisky.
Enough takes to start to have a good drive, quite like a big...
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. And that one results in 35 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Trubisky gives to Cohen. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Play action. It's Trubisky. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Jonathan Coachman. Coach will have highlights and analysis of this first half, one that's featured. And this is going to be intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. So quite a turn of events right there.
Indeed it is. I mean, they thought the worst that could happen was they'd get a field goal attempt to break the tie. Instead, interception, long return, and now the other guys have a great shot to go ahead.
First red zone chance now for the Vikings. It's 1st and 10 at the 14. Now a timeout called for by the defense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Look at... Yeah, I see it, G. Alright, look, this is what we're gonna do, G. I'm gonna miss this field goal, G. You just gotta punt the ball back to me.
Now a run with Cook. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
And a strange one here, a little befuddled. They're sending out the field goal unit now. From the left hash, this from 37. And Bailey missed it. It's no good, wide to the left. And this will remain a scoreless game. Mr. Davis, you're a football lifer, my friend. You've called games at the highest level. You know head coaches inside and out. Please explain that one to me. Speechless.
Yo, who's on here?
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an...
%, with Kirk Cousins. Cook been good. God, man. Man, rushing. Pass rushes. I got no time. That's just ugly though.
Opportunity, you can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face, and analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Making the stop there, Daniil Hunter.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead now, they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now.
That's cool, bro. I understand.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
First down at the 46-yard line.
Keep it up, defense. Keep it up, guys.
They'll throw on 1st down with Trubisky. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
He's decent. He got a little decent speed.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. So no scoring in our first half. What will the second half bring as we are now back underway? This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And we thought this game had the potential to be tight, maybe not this tight, scoreless as we start the 3rd quarter.
And I love the way you use the word tight. I'm going to take it in a little bit different direction here because it's not just tight on the scoreboard. I think both offenses have been tight in how they've played this game. No one's been loose. No one's been free. They've got to find a way to make some plays, and I don't think you do it if you're really tight in everything that you're doing in the game.
Damn.
Again, it's Cohen. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
Damn, gun point though.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. Oh, they go with a tight end carry. Oh, and I think he went backward. He did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Yeah.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. It's Clinton-Dix with a pick. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and they will score a pick-6 for a Bears touchdown.
That was an interception, but on the field, the guys who are picking it off, they're not saying that. What word are they using? It's Oski. And that means catch the ball and go the other way.
That's your vernacular. I've never heard anybody say Oski.
Ask around. They'll tell you.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0.
Oh, no.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away.
Just couldn't stop it.
This is fielded at the goal line.
And
he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Passing still. He just predictable. Yeah, but you
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And following the pick-6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick-6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Cousins. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Cook with a 1st down and much more. And all the way down to the 5. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
What you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double team.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Taking it in from 2 yards out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
Oh, well,
And the line prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of it.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
He's crashing.
Now Cohen. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now they'll run it with Cohen. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 6.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. They go play action with Trubisky. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Daniil Hunter able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, how about that? A dime set on defense, 6 defensive backs. None of them blitz. They're just back there in coverage. Defensive lineman gets the sack.
That's where the O-line, they go to the sideline, they keep their helmets on so the cameras can't find them, right?
Yeah, the cameras can't find them, but I know one thing. The O-line coach will.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display. On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check 43. First.
From the gun, here's Cousins. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. They try again with Cohen. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Watch the twist.
Play action. Now Trubisky. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Daniil Hunter, his 2nd sack of the night.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
To try again after the sack. Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They run it again with Cook. Cook able to escape and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's got it across midfield and into Bear territory. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
No, it's the defense, that's all.
So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Rudolph on the receiving end from Cousins. 23 yards the pickup there.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run on first down. It's Cook, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 11 as the Vikings pick up the first. They run again on first down. Cook. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Cousins to throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed him. Instead, 2nd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
And that one, oh, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
Hey, man, watch the boot, watch the boot.
They run with Cook. He's been busy tonight. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Watch the screen.
At the 41-yard line.
Well, Charles, the old saying, the old cliche, if you will, points at a premium, that certainly applied here, didn't it?
And that almost felt like opened up a time capsule, didn't it? Old school football, low scoring, close game. What a way to finish it up.
You loved it, didn't you? You loved the defenses.
I certainly did. Brought back the images of the game of old.